All right, let's talk about this one here, folks. Raptors dropping their third straight game, losing to the Utah Jazz 119 to 103, and the Raptors are now 7-9 on the season. Yeah, as this West Coast trip continues, they have now lost two games on the West Coast, Portland, and last night in Utah. And it might get a little bit easier tomorrow night as they will take on Sacramento, but we'll get to that later. But let's get to this game here, folks. Uh, you know, no OG tonight. Achua injured also. Dragic didn't play neither. So Nick Nurse used tonight. I'm surprised he used a lot of his bench also. But let's get to the other starters uh, in this game. And Gary Trent Jr., he had a great game tonight. Season high of 31 points. And Van Fleet with 24 tonight. Both of those guys combining for 55 points. Also getting the start tonight was Kem Birch. He had 14 points. And this is what I'm talking about, right? You have your center, like Kem Birch, who can play at their position. Not Pascal Siakam, sorry. Enough of this small ball lineup, okay? So Siakam playing at his normal position at the four. And I'm kind of running out of things to say about Pascal Siakam. I don't know if he's still hurt. I said that already before, but 4 points, man. 4 measly points for Siakam. But let's just be patient, okay? Don't want to say nothing too hurtful and then people coming at me and saying, well, but 4 points is not cutting it, man. And Barnes with 10 points in for the starters. So, I mean, despite Gary Trent Jr. and Van Fleet, those two did well. Cambridge, I mean, he put up some solid numbers, but not enough still. But Siakam and Barnes is a rookie, so I can't get too um, angry over his stats and his scoring tonight. Uh, for the Utah Jazz, for the starters, Donovan Mitchell, All Star, 20 points, 3 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, double double, and 14 points, 11 rebounds. Royce O'Neal, he had 16 and 4, and Conley with 5, but Donovich had 7 points. And let's get to the game now. So, I mean, the Raptors are a team that when they start off, they either start off well or poorly. And the past 3 games, I've seen them where they get off to a great start, they get their shooting going, and they have the chemistry moving along throughout the first half. But tonight they're playing an opponent where I expect this Utah Jazz team to make it to the finals. They've been there so many times, and with their playoff history, it's only a matter of time that they get over the hump. So the first quarter, the Jazz scored 32, Raptors had 27, and it was just watching the game alone where the Jazz were getting easy buckets in the paint. And I thought, well, this should not be happening. Okay, and you if you saw during the first quarter, Hassan Whiteside, I didn't realize he was on this Utah Jazz team. He had a couple of easy buckets in that first quarter in the paint. Rudy Gobert had a nice couple of scoring in the paint also. And the defense for the Raptors, I mean, uh, I thought this would have been a great defensive team, but so far it's not showing. It's not showing so far, right? So you lose, Raptors lose that quarter by 5. Then the second quarter, they show up. They start draining their shots. Van Fleet, man, that second quarter was hitting threes like he was Reggie Miller, Steph Curry, like back to back to back threes. And Raptors winning that quarter 36-29 in that quarter. Then after that, the second half was all Utah Jazz. And they win the third quarter 31-17. And most of those points in the third quarter and fourth quarter, where the Jazz winning 27-23, came from a former Raptor, Rudy Gay. Yeah, Rudy Gay, 20 points. See, I was about to say 25. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists off the bench. Off the bench, okay? Also off the bench for the Utah Jazz, Joe Ingles, a deadly three-pointer guy, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. And Jordan Clarkson with 12 points off the bench also. And this Utah Jazz team, I'm telling you, they are a deadly three-pointer team. You saw it in the first half and throughout the game. And I'm going to get to the team stats later on. But let's also talk about the Raptors bench, where tonight they played 5 guys off the bench. Could have been 6, because I mean, Dragic didn't play, so he was a no decision. So 10 guys played tonight for the Raptors, and the only guy that showed up from the bench is no one. No one. Like, the bench has to get better for this Raptors team. Banton, 6 points. Malachi Flynn, 5 points. Luke, 3 points. Boucher again, man. Like, Boucher is struggling just like Siakam. It's so frustrating watching him play right now. There was a couple of, I think it was the first half, he got blocked, I think like 2 times, trying to go for a layup or a dunk. And I mean, he had 8 rebounds, but still, man, like, Boucher needs to pick it up. And also with Siakam, which I'm just at the point where I'm just tired of talking about this guy right now. For the team now, as I mentioned, the Utah Jazz is a 3-ball team, and tonight they shot 46 and went 19 for 46 from 3. Raptors weren't much better, 10 for 38. All right. Field goal, Jazz were 55%. Raptors were 41.5%. From the free throw line, Raptors got to the line much more, 15 for 17. But the Jazz were 12 for 13. Okay, and then the rebounds, it's so hard when you have guys like Rudy Gobert and Hassan Whiteside, two big guys that can grab rebounds. And not putting nothing down on Cambridge. He's a good rebounder also, but it's hard to see when you get out rebound by big guys like those, right? So I mean it's gonna get tough, folks. Raptor fans, you try to be patient. I want to stay positive here. As I said, I don't expect nothing big from this team, although I did have them making the playoffs. I'm still confident that they will make the playoffs. But other than that, I don't, can't see them getting past first round or anything like that. But this West Coast trip will determine. No, I shouldn't say will. I said it might determine the Raptor season. But you can't put uh, a 6 game road trip, five out west, then the last one in Indiana determine the season, right? Because if the Raptors go find a way to win 3 games, and the 3 games I'm thinking is Sacramento tonight. Yeah, they can find a way to win tonight, then find a way to beat Memphis and Indiana 3-3. The other game I'm counting it as right now when they play um, the Warriors on Sunday. I could count that as a loss right now. You can find a way to go 3-3. I mean, your record will still be under 500, and that would show you that you still have hopes and chances for the season down the line, where you can manage and get other wins along the way, right? But I mean, tonight against this Utah team, it was, wasn't going to be easy, right? Was not going to be easy, and I'm hoping, moving forward that Nick Nurse says, okay, enough of this small ball lineup. I know I have a center in Cambridge. I'm gonna move Pascal to his normal position. But now the question is, when OG comes back from his injury, who is coming off the bench? If he says, okay, I'm starting Cambridge at center, but if he puts Pascal back at center, I mean, this team could go and I don't know how many games with Siakam starting, because right now Siakam, oh my gosh. hmm. I'm just gonna stay positive. I believe Siakam will find his touch, his mojo, if what some of you young people probably say, and things will get better, right? So that's gonna do it for me with this one here. Remember to comment, like, and share. If you're new, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, Raptor fans out there. I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking by with me, and sometimes making these videos, even an introduction alone, it's not easy. This is like my 10th take making this right now. See, so all right, have a great night wherever you are, and I will see you after Saturday morning because it's a late game against Sacramento. And after the game, I don't think I'll be doing my post game reaction, so I'm gonna do it on Saturday. So you just keep posted, all right? Take care. Peace. One love.